everyone. This is Skilopedia, the place to learn skills for the real world. And my name is Michelle. We often find ourselves in some conversations that we really want to escape. Maybe because we are not enjoying it, or sometimes we want to do other things. But the question is, how to escape such conversations and how to do it gracefully in a manner that no one feels hurt. Okay, so this session is all about that. Today I'm going to tell you some interesting ways to escape conversations that you don't want to participate in. So keep watching. My name is Michelle and let's start. The first trick to exit a conversation gracefully is by introducing your conversation partner to someone else. So this means that when you're talking to someone and you want to get out of it, you could introduce them to another of your friend whom you think would be interested in talking to them. Or maybe when you're speaking to that person and there's another friend passing by, you could just ask them to roll in and have a conversation. Once these two start talking and they start hitting it well, which means once both of them start enjoying the conversation, you could just say, "Hey, it was really nice talking, I'll just get back to you." Like that, you can exit the conversation and do what you want to do. If you're not able to introduce another friend to this person, then what you can do is you can ask them to introduce you to other people. Obviously, especially if you're at a networking event, you could share your future goals with them, like if you're planning a startup. And you could tell them that you're planning a startup and you need to meet other people who could support you with this goal. So you can tell them that, "Can you introduce me to someone else who can help me with my future goal?" And if you're at a very general party, then you could simply ask them, "Would you introduce me to other people here? I don't know anyone." So like this, you can gracefully exit the conversation and meet other people at the party. Another graceful way to exit the conversation is by asking them for a drink or food. You can offer them to get a drink. You could say that, "Hey, can I get something to drink for you?" Or "Can I get something to eat for you?" And most probably their answer would be, "No, it's okay." And then you can get out of there and you know how to exit after that. That's the right way to escape. But to your bad luck, if they say, "Yeah, why not?" you can go, get a drink and get a friend along. And when you have another friend, you could get both of them talking, or you could keep talking to your friend while not making them feel as if you're ignoring them. You can have a few words with that person also while you talk to your friend and enjoy your drink. This way, at least you can relieve yourself of a regular conversation with that person. Another tricky way to skip the conversation is by using your phone. Of course, we've all got phones and we can often use them to get out of a conversation. You could always say that, "Hey, I need to step out to make a call to my mom." Or you could say, "Hey, my friend has been waiting for my call. Can I just call her and get back?" And you can obviously exit the situation. And if you want to get even more tricky or sneaky, then what you can do is you can use some of the apps which allow you to get fake calls on demand. All you need to do is just press the button for fake call and you'll immediately have a fake call. And once you have it, you've also got the reason to escape the conversation. So use your phone to escape any conversation that you want to. Now I have for you a quite tried and tested excuse. And I think you may have already guessed it. You could always say, "Hey, I'm sorry, but I need to use the toilet." And then you have no turning back and you're never coming back to continue the conversation. In other cases, you could also leave it a bit vague by saying, "Please excuse me." They may not even question you back that what happened, you need to go somewhere, maybe because they don't even know you that well. So you could simply say, "Please excuse me," and not come back at all. So you can use this vague excuse, or you could say, "Hey, I need to use the toilet." You could use a very natural transition. What I mean here is that you could just look around in the room while speaking to them, and as soon as you see the clock, you could just act like you remembered something, and you could say, "Hey, it's 8 o'clock. I just remembered I need to get going. My daughter is waiting at home." So like this, you sound very natural because you're just looking around the room and you just remembered something. This is called spontaneous interruption or natural realization. So you could use this tip to exit the conversation. great idea to put things from their perspective. What you can do is you could tell them, hey, I don't want to take all your time. Or maybe you could say that, hey, I think other people also want to talk to you. By doing this, you're making them feel that they are really important people and other people also want to talk to them. By giving them such importance and prominence, they won't feel bad when you say this. And they will actually not feel that you're rude. But you would also be able to escape the conversation quite gracefully while leaving them feeling great. You should look for some lulls in the conversation. What do I mean by lulls? Lulls are those pauses in the conversation that you often feel. Whenever you finish telling a story or the person that you're talking to finishes telling about an experience, there's a sudden pause in the conversation. If you're smart, you'll use that pause. Because what happens at those pauses is either you can start off a new topic, or you could introduce them to someone else, or in other cases, you could simply end the conversation without sounding rude, because that looks like an appropriate moment to stop. But how to do it? You could say, hey, it was great catching up, but now I need to go and call Sarah, my friend who's been waiting. So this way you can exit the conversation. So take note of those momentary pauses and don't miss that opportunity when you can exit. If you want a smooth ending, you could bring the full circle of the conversation. What I mean by full circle is you should start again by the reason using which you started the conversation. So let's say that you asked your partner for advice. So you could say the reason why you asked for advice, and then you could thank them and in the end tell them what you've learned from them for them. For example, if you ask them for an advice for a recipe, you could say, hey, thanks for the heads up. Thank you for your advice about the recipe. I'll check that book. Thank you so much, and I'll see you later. This is a quick way to exit, and they'll definitely not feel bad because they'll feel that you've learned something from them and then you have valued their words. So this way you could exit the conversation with a very smooth ending. Okay, now we have another very gentle way to end the conversation, and that is by offering them to stay in touch. This means that you are making future plans to interact with them. Maybe sometimes we don't have enough time to talk to a person, but we actually enjoyed the conversation, so we want to get back to them. If this is your case, then you could obviously share your number with this person. It's up to you whether you want to take their call in the future or not. So you could share your number, or maybe make a plan to go out somewhere. Like you had a conversation about a restaurant, so you could tell them, hey, let's catch up in this restaurant next week. So like this, you're offering a future plan and asking them to stay in touch. You could also tell them that I will read the book that you've suggested and I'll share the reviews with you. So a future plan is a very nice way to keep in touch and to get to talk more to that person. It's a good way to ask for someone's phone number, but if you're at a business meeting, it doesn't look good if you ask for a phone number immediately after you meet a person for the first time. So instead of the contact number, you could ask for a business card. And once they give it to you, please don't stuff it in your purse because that's a sign of disrespect. Read it carefully, take a minute, just mumble softly what you read on the card, and that shows that you care and you respect the fact that they shared their business card with you. And this way you can also sweetly and kindly exit the conversation by saying thank you. Try this. I love talking to you, but I've got a few other people to catch up with. I hope I can see you again at the end of the event. What does it sound like? It sounds like you really enjoyed the company and that's why you said, I loved talking to you. So you can definitely show if you enjoyed someone's company, and you could also say that you want to meet them again. But it's a better idea to add their name to it. You could say, hey, I love talking to you, Rebecca. I hope I can see you again. Not only that, you could also thank them for their time. So you could say, I love talking to you, Rebecca. Thank you for your time. I hope I can see you again at the end of the event. I've got a few other people to catch. So this way, you can make them feel valuable and very special. can never exit gracefully if you don't do what you've said. What I mean here is, if you're telling them that you need to get a drink, then go and get a drink. Or if you're telling them that you need to make a call, then go and make a call. But like I told you, some of these reasons may not be real. In that case, what you can do is you can act as if you're trying to make a call, or you can act as if you're trying to get a drink. Because if they're looking at you and they find out that your reason was fake, all the impression that you've made is lost. So make sure that what you've said, you do that to exit gracefully and to create a lasting impression on that person's mind. And I hope that none of you will actually feel bad. So here we are at the end of this session, where today we have looked at some very interesting and tricky ways to exit a conversation. But all these ways are very graceful ways. For example, if you are going to grab a drink, you could get one for your conversation partner, or you could ask a friend to rescue you. If this also does not work, then fake calls can surely work, or you could say that you need to call somebody. So revise and go through all these tips next time when you're going for a business meeting or for a party, and make sure that you use all of them. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Skilopedia. And when you're subscribing, please click on the bell icon so that you can receive notifications for every video that we upload. Thank you so much for watching this session with me. I'll come back for more sessions with you all. My name is Michelle, and thanks for watching Skilopedia. And also, if you want me to do any video on a particular topic, please leave it in the comments and I'll pick those up for you all. Thank you. Bye-bye.